We've got a good chunk of more deck profiles coming out of Euros, and interesting enough, these lists are pretty good. So the first one we're going to be looking at is Herman Hansen's Actual Spice. This is very interesting. So Herman actually did a fantastic job coming out of Euros, changing a lot of the mentalities that we were presented with this deck. And of course, it has taken 100 years, but we finally have Draconet up and running. And as you can see here, being able to just go Draconet into Serpent, into Justicar, start your whole combo is phenomenal. So I got to give it to Herman. He is going to Worlds. Congratulations, Herman. I'm extremely happy to see that you've made it this far and you get to live the dream, buddy. Like, honestly, you've done well in all the Zodiac tournaments. You're always a pleasure to, sit down and talk to. And it's always a pleasure to interact. Like, it's cool. So to see somebody like this that has finally seen success doing so well, we did it. So Herman really did push the agenda on this deck. I think this is really interesting. So we have the one copy of the Galaxy Serpent, your standard little tuner guy. We have the triple copies of Lavenir, the most powerful boss monster. If you ask me going forward on ban list here, if there's a possibility hitting this card to 1, I see it. This card has been a massive problem in the TCG right now. Not so much in the OCG, but we do love our level 8s that allow us to tutor into other monsters. We have the one copy of the Aeon Dragon Duo, of course. The triple copies of Ness, because Nessie is still best one. We have the two copies of Distrudo. Being able to tutor this out and fully resolve a combo setup is actually insane. Imagine if we had Needle Fiber at this point in the game. Like, it would only be so much worse. We have the 2 copies of the Dragon Roar, the 1 copy of the Dragon Hawk, the triple copies of the Thunder Dragon, and then the 2 copies of the Thunder Dragon Dark. The Thunder package has been shrinking ever so much, and to see that we're not even on triple Dragon Dark anymore really just kind of goes to prove, like, the validity of the situation for this deck. Obviously, the explosion combos and the ending board is so much better than the actual means to get there. We have the triple copies of Collapse Serpent, triple copies of Wyvern Buster, mandatory AF. If you're not playing that, you're doing it wrong. We have the 1 copy of Eclipse Wyvern, tutor for Lavenir. We have the triple copies of Draconet, like I said, 1 card normal summon, start your entire combo. So good. Then, of course, the rest of the Danger package of triple Tsuchinoko, triple Jackalope, all very standard. We play the 1 copy of the World Guard Dragon because when our friend here, Justicar, leaves the field, we get to actually tutor for this, which I'm mind blown at how good this actually is. And then, of course, the 1 Brotar, because 1 for 1ing out Brotar is good. Enjoy your extra copy of Lavenir or any other combo piece that you essentially need. Triple copies of Lure of Darkness, further deck power, drawing into all of the combo pieces you need, all available to you in one nice little package. We have the 1 for 1, the 1 copy of the Gold Sark, the triple Called by the Grave, and the 1 copy of the World Legacy Guard Dragon itself. This card is insane. Also, of course, the fact that it includes World Legacy in the card name, letting you tutor for it through Justicar. I love it. The extra deck down here we have, of course, Alpe and Pisty, and our Heavenly Spheres. Of course, Just Beat It, Bring the Pain Dragon, 1 Phoenix, 1 Curious, 1 Triple Burst, 1 Saruja, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Ib, 1 Hot Red Dragon Archery Abyss, and 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Colossus. Side deck here we have triple copies of Lancia, triple No Material, triple Droll and Lockbird, triple Twin Twister, and triple Red Reboot, wrapping up this list. Whew, this is really spicy, actually. We've seen this build, or things similar to this, at the beginning of the format. Like, everybody was talking about Draconet for the longest time, and competitive play just never really pushed out, and it literally took Herman topping the WCQ for players to go, oh shit, maybe we should reconsider this. Now, the next list we're going to be looking at here is Madolche. Now, this is blind going second Madolche. This was covered by PGSC. It is Stephen Gievel's European list. He ended up playing inside events with this. I wanted to cover this because, one, it's Madolche. Alright, evidently I've become the candy man at this point, and we have to talk about all of the Madolche list that we kind of see. So, we now have a going second version of this. Now, this is all strictly theory. It's up to you if you want to follow this or mess around with it, but more obviously going second builds, evenly matched, no evenly matched. And I mean, last regional season, we saw a lot of success with this deck. Just being able to break the boards because of Tiramisu being one of the best cleanup cards that the game has actually ever seen. Just a free detach, free shuffle too, non-targeting by the way. Cleanup, aisle 9. It really is straightforward. So if you're still a Madolche player and you still have the deck, I mean, you're one of probably the few that loves this deck as much as I do, but we did it. You know, it's still beating. So we have the one copy of the Cyframe Driver, the one copy of the Gamma Seal, 2 copies of Kumamungus, 1 copy of the Pudding Cess, 2 copies of Mesengelato, triple copies of Pudding Susior, triple copies of Mageline, triple copies of Angeli, 2 copies of Hoot Hoot, triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joyous Spring, of course. And of course we have the triple copies of Gamma. Spells, we have triple Pot of Extravagance. It's already not like this deck's not extravagantly expensive anyway. We have the triple copies of Called by the Grave, 2 Twin Twister, 1 copy of Madolche Ticket, 1 Chateau, triple Imperm, and then of course the triple Evenly Matched, which makes our going second just all a little bit better. The extra gun here, we have 2 copies of Fresh Start, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Avermax, triple copies of Glass Floy, triple copies of Tiramisu, triple copies of Chocolala Mode, and of course the 1 copy of the Omega. Side deck here we have triple Lancia, 2 copies of Denko Rekka, 2 System of a Down, 1 Twin Twisters, triple Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Pre-Order, and triple copies of Solemn Strike, wrapping up the Young Sven Gievels list. Alright, now the last one I have here was profiled by Lithium, and this man's made it to top 16. This is Lars Gunnar's top 16 deck profile. Now, Dinosaurs, ladies and gentlemen, call it what it is. They did it. They made top 16. They're still very much pushing alive, and you kind of get to, you know, do dragon things right now because that's just how the format is shaping up for all decks. I was actually told, ironically, that this was supposed to be a Orcust deck, but we are Dinosaur Guard Dragons, which, interesting. So, we have 1 copy of a Morphage Sloth. I can actually bring this out off of Agripane, can't I? It does say, from the deck, right? Oh, no, you actually... No, never mind, I'm bad. You bring this off of the LP. Holy crap. Never mind, I blinked for a second. We have the triple copies of Ash Blossom. 1 little baby Ceratosaurus. Of course, Carmageddon, because being able to literally extend this out. Level 7 or lower Dragon Normal Monster. I'm a tuner. We have the 2 copies of Brinkatops. The 1 copy of the Stegosaur. 1 copy of Giant Rex. 1 copy of the Elio. Triple copies of Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus with the 1 Overtex. The 1 copy of the Pterodon. Yield 1 copy Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Triple copies of Oviraptor. And of course, Ultimate Conductor Man. This guy stands at 3,500, by the way. You know, in terms of large boss monsters, this guy is so far in charge, it's actually ridiculous. Of course, World Guard Dragon, the 1 copy of the Fenville Guard. We have the triple copies of Called by the Grave, the 2 Double Evolution Pill, the 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Fossil Dig. Of course, Lost World, being able to kind of give your opponent the token and watch them struggle is pretty cool. 1 Terraforming, 1 World Legacy Guard Dragon, and the 1 copy of the World Legacy Succession. Down here in the extra, we have 1 Triple Burst, 1 Saruja, 1 Pentastag, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Phoenix, 1 Heavenly Spheres, 1 Pisty, 1 Elpay, and 1 Bring the Pain Dragon, 1 Boral Sword, 1 B-Cop, of course Logia, and Dolka, 1 copy of Ib, and, of course, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Side deck, we have triple copies of Lancia, triple DD Crow, triple Effect Failure, triple copies of Twin Twister, and triple copies of Evenly Matched. Wrapping up the final set of deck profiles I'm probably going to be looking at from Euros this week. So what do you guys think about these decks? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on them. They're very interesting. A lot of good rogue picks coming out of the weekend, but what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these decks, and, well, of course, catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vancold40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.